Hello everyone and welcome back to the 136th episode of PandTha Talks.
Hello.
This week we have a lot to discuss, seeing as last week was all about beta decay. This week we seem to be focusing on Ubisoft's fuckery and how they've ended up being hacked by 5 different groups.
The grand old time for Ubisoft.
Oh yeah, we have a lot to discuss around how Ubisoft has made mistakes over this week. We also have about how they've shut down a Assassin's Creed developer group in Halifax just after it unionized, which, you know, we seem to be seeing a lot of unionization lately, and developers do not like it.
And can you blame them, seeing all the layoffs over the last few years constantly happening?
True, very true. Then we have a fun little story about how a woman's apparently faked an entire esports career without ever playing a video game once.
It's quite impressive.
Yeah, I'm genuinely still confused on that one, but it'll be interesting to see. Samsung issues important warning, console gaming is going to get more expensive. What a shocker. Anyone who thought that they weren't going to be impacted by the price increases of components is pretty much delusional.
Almost like we haven't been talking about it either.
Oh yeah, non-stop. Then there's a rumour that the Steam Machine price leaks online and confirms worst fears. Not particularly. It's not as bad as they're actually making it out to be. It's still pricey, but considering component increases, nowhere near.
Is that even confirmed price either?
No, that's rumour.
Yeah.
New open world game is bigger than Red Dead Redemption 2 and twice the size of Skyrim. So I thought we'd take a look at that and see if there's anything worth actually checking out. Then we got some news from Ubisoft that I'm interested in, but we'll see if there's ever any actual use of it. According to Ubisoft, they've set a high expectation for The Division 3 and apparently it's shaping up to be a monster.
Oh boy, I'm looking forward to seeing their high expectations.
Oh yeah. Then we've got Helldivers 2 CEO that's teased a major update in 2026, claiming a lot of Helldivers will die. They're already dying. Tons of them.
Yeah, a lot. Constantly.
Gamestop kicks off 2026 by closing hundreds of stores across the US. Wonderful time. Microsoft denies rumours of January 2026 layoffs, and as Will politely put it, they're probably correct now, because they'll probably delay it till February. Xbox Developer Direct confirmed for January 22nd will feature Fable and Pokemon developer Game Freak. We'll see how that goes. And we also have Wolfenstein 3 that's reportedly in development. And finally, we have a release date that's been confirmed for Beyond Sandbox VR, and we are hyped as fuck. It's the thing we're most excited for.
Steam frame.
Oh yeah, that's all we need. Get the Steam frame out at the same time. We're happy.
Man, it's gonna be a few quid getting forked out in March.
Oh yeah.
Potentially in March.
That's actually not too bad thinking about it. I get my bonus from work in April.
Show off.
But you know, first I actually need a PC that can handle things.
You need a new CPU.
No, I need a CPU, motherboard, cooler, power supply.
So we'll play Beyond Sandbox in like 2 to 3 years?
Yeah, something along those lines. Do you know what hurts the most, genuinely, and I've worked this out? The price of RAM is substantially higher than anything else I plan to purchase.
Yup.
The CPU is like 200 quid.
Yeah. CPUs have gotten surprisingly cheap.
Yeah, they're actually not too bad.
Not even like, if you compare it to other components, they're insanely cheap now. But just in general, I just feel like they were always a lot more expensive. Unless you're going for something like the top tier Ryzen.
Yeah.
The 9800 X3D, then you're forking out a pretty penny.
Oh, aren't you just? So I've got that.
That's going like top tier, you know?
Oh yeah. So I've got a CPU to worry about, which I don't think that's going to be too bad. The power supply will cost me about 150 quid. The motherboard will cost me between 100 and 200, which is nowhere near that bad. The cooler will probably cost me about 100 quid. And the RAM itself is going to cost about 360 for 16 gig.
Oh. What speed is that even?
That's max speed, but yeah, I'm honestly just looking at it is giving me
a
painful headache.
That's not terrible if you're getting max speed.
It's not, but considering 4 months ago it was like £175 for the exact same.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, like to compare, It's not worth the fucking money.
I guess
mate.
I've already adjusted for the insane prices. The 360 doesn't sound that bad anymore.
Haven't you fucking just?
It's because it's because I'm not in the market for it at the moment.
Yeah, aren't you fucking lucky? DDR5 RAM. If we go 32 gig here, £389 for 32 gig, 6000 megahertz, 216 gig strips. £419, £398, £484.
Yep.
I'm losing my shit with it.
Yeah, it's tough.
Do you know what upsets me the most? Genuinely. About 3 years back, when DDR5 was just released, you could pick up 32 gig strips for about 100 quid. I turned around to my dad that day and went, I am so tempted to spend a fucking fortune on just buying a ton of it and then resell it when it becomes pricier. Because I guaranteed it would happen. I didn't expect it to be this bad, but fuck me, I would have been rich. I would have made a fucking killing.
Yeah, that would have been nice, wouldn't it?
I'd have then been a scalper and hated myself, but, I'd have wiped my tears with the money I'd have made,
Alright, you fucking chip gas. I think it is for the best.
No, it's so upsetting, it really is. Especially when I'm at that point now where I really do need to upgrade. My CPU's only got so long left, and I've been pushing it to its limits for a long time. So, but yeah, let's progress, shall we? Let's get into the news for this week instead of me whinging and moaning all the time. Not like it's a common occurrence. Ubisoft was forced to intentionally take Rainbow Six Siege offline during holiday hack. I fucking love this. I really do. For anyone that doesn't know, Ubisoft got hacked by like 5 different groups simultaneously. There was 2 groups that's been fully confirmed. The other 3 have been claiming they've got further access than the other 2. And the other 2 have basically turned around and gone, no, that's not true. You're talking out your ass. So there's been like combating and fighting between the groups themselves within Ubisoft. So there's so much going off. It's fantastic. Its service status page still warns of unplanned connectivity authentication in game store and matchmaking services. Just to show what that means, because I doubt there's like no information on that. This streamer here got banned for 6-7 days due to harassment. No, he wasn't harassing people. Then the TOS, so they got over like billions of credits. Their levels were increased stupidly. If they bought any items, they were just gonna revert it. They were banning tons of people for TOS breaches. And on top of that, the little banner that would appear at the top of the screen, hackers were typing to streamers on there, which is just mental. And that was just one of the groups.
They really just went to town. Huh?
Can you blame them?
Absolutely not.
What I did see as well, I'll see if this is still the case. From what I know, Ubisoft's stock price just like fucking plummeted when this was going on. Oh yeah, here it is. Whee! It dropped to €6, which isn't the lowest peak, but it did drop.
I'm sure it brought back some familiar memories for them though.
I mean, just look at this. Over the last 6 months, we were looking at it was around here. Every time we checked, it was around this stage. Over the last few months, when we've barely covered them, that's just painful.
Yep. I mean, it's not like they've been doing well at all.
Oh no, not in the slightest. Then you've got like the last year. A year ago, back in March, they were at €13. I remember covering it around this time. You go 5 years back, they were at €80 per share. You go the furthest back that you can possibly get. Their highest value was one cert €100.05.
Yeah. A long time ago.
They have not seen a value as low as what they're currently dealing with since 2004.
Ooh,
oh wait, no, sorry, 2012 they had a massive drop. That was the last time they saw it that low. So,
but I mean,
14
it's not
years.
like they had a massive rise.
Oh no,
at that point.
14 years, mate.
Yeah.
And they bring in 328.9 million annually. Oh, sorry, in that quarter, which is 2026 quarter 2. Honest to God. And they're cutting jobs constantly. Their Tencent deal's apparently gone through fully, so Yeah, what the fuck are they doing? Ubisoft's tentpole shooter, Rainbow Six Siege, is still struggling after a hacker group forced the publisher to take it offline over the holidays, which is the best time of the year for any game that's selling anything, especially in-game purchases. Its service status page still warns of unplanned connectivity, authentication, in-game stores, and matchmaking issues days after the team notified players of an incident on December 27th. Yes, this is how long this has been going on for. After hackers reportedly banned and unbanned thousands of accounts, reinstalled the ban feed, and gave 2 billion credits and renown to each player, as well as all available premium skins, the development team intentionally shut down the game and its online store while it investigated. Do you know how bad it is, though, that they basically just took all of Ubisoft's way of making money from that game and just went, yeah, that doesn't happen anymore. Promising no players would be penalised for spending any of the erroneously allocated funds, the team rolled back all transactions that occurred during the hack and initiated a soft invite-only relaunch on December 29th. After closely monitoring the game and bringing it back online, Ubisoft thanked players for their patience as it investigated the cause of the known issues and ensure the whole community can get back to playing Siege. At the time of writing, there has been no further public information about the third-party hack, but Ubisoft did confirm that an official Rainbow Six Shield Guard ban wave did occur, but it is not related to this incident. So, what did the Ubisoft hackers do? Well, let's have a nosy, shall we? Maybe later. But by that I mean not happening.
Never.
Yeah. Ubisoft, yep. So that's servers. Bloody hell. That's just nice to see. The amount of people that are going to be genuinely upset that this happened, and then all we can think is, well, I mean, it's Ubisoft. It's not like it's not deserved.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest, man. They fell off so long ago.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Especially when Siege just became probably like another one of the most toxic games.
Oh yeah.
Like you get people just constantly trolling, team killing, finding exploits in the game that don't get them kicked for team killing. Yep. Just griefing matches, especially in the ranked, and then that's not even starting with the cheaters outside of all these hacks that they've just had happen, man. Oh exactly.
My! I still remember when you first got it and you and me jumped in a few times. It was messy back then. Nowadays, I can't even begin to.
Now it's non-stop.
Yeah. Gaming hacks are relatively rare, but there have been some high-profile examples. Yes, there have. One of the biggest was in 2011 when PlayStation Network was taken offline for 24 days.
Right, I need to...
That's fine. About 70 million accounts were compromised, and UK regulators fined Sony £250,000, with UK authorities saying it could have been prevented, which is most likely accurate. Considering how messy that hack was as well, it's insane. I still remember the Sony hack to this day because it knocked down so many people. It was a pain in the ass. Developer Rockstar was among a series of major companies targeted in a series of hacks in 2011, 2021, 2022. We recall this primarily because there was a load of leaked files for GTA 6, and it was a teenager in the UK, again, that's been involved. Yeah, the UK seems to have a fair few people who enjoy doing hacking. As someone who's done some work in cybersecurity, I kind of get the enjoyability of it, but be careful. Don't be stupid and don't hack companies. They will track you down faster than anything. It's just not worth it. Ubisoft itself was a victim of a 2013 hack that resulted in user accounts data and being stolen. Sorry. I can't read, which is fantastic. So yeah, overall, Ubisoft royally fucked up. They really should have been more careful, but do we expect them to do so? No, not in the slightest. I'm curious, regarding Ubisoft. Let's have a nosy, because I know there was like a bunch of comments that came out from them, so I'm curious what they actually said. Yeah, this was it. So there was supposedly some data leaks but multiple hacker groups subsequently claimed to have exfiltrated massive amounts of internal data, including 900 gigabytes of source code, internal tools, development materials for upcoming past games, spanning decades. They allegedly used MongoDB vulnerability, known as MongoBleed, and threatened to leak the data if a ransom wasn't paid. Another hacker group, from what I know, actually turned around and claimed that wasn't true. It was just a load of bollocks, which rings true, to be honest. Sources familiar with the situation and later clarifications from security researchers like VX Underground indicate these claims were largely false or greatly exaggerated. The groups were reportedly in conflict with each other, and some admitted they lied or used old data for clout. The actual data compromised, if any, beyond Rainbow Six Siege's incidents' immediate impact, has not been confirmed or evidenced by Ubisoft. So Ubisoft's response and player actions. This is what they've actually done, what they've worked on, what we can see that's gone off. So they've done a service rollback, which we expected for all the transactions, considering they would have been majorly impacted. No bans or for players. Understandable, wasn't their fault. No PII access. Ubisoft has not confirmed that any player personal information was accessed, and evidence points towards an internal development data breach claims being fabricated. The problem with PII access is they have, I think it's like 3 months in which they can announce before they've legally got to announce that information. I'm notifying for data breach. Under UK GDPR, organisation must report a notifiable data breach to the relevant supervisory. Yeah, so they've got to report to the relevant supervisory board. Time for notifying for data breach. Because I know there's different rules. Data breach without undue delay if breach is to result in a high risk. Nope, I know that's not true. From what I know, they can take up to like a month to report certain outages and things. Ooh, that's not something I should have removed. Oh no, that is. So yeah, there is some protection for them that gives them a bit more time. I just can't recall the exact data on it. But I know they've got like, I think it's a month to like give a full breakdown of the breach. So they will have time to basically sort all their, get all their ducks in a row before they go and start announcing this thing. On top of that, the marketplace status. The Rainbow Six Siege marketplace remains closed temporarily as the investigation continues. What a shock. At the end of the day, what else do they expect? As a general cybersecurity best practice, users are always advised to secure their accounts, change your Ubisoft account password to a strong, unique one, enable two-factor authentication, 2FA on your account, and be vigilant for potential phishing emails that might exploit the news of the hack. Yeah, phishing, always a major one, pay attention to. Changing your password, you should realistically have a unique password for every application or everything that you log into. Let's be honest, it's never going to happen. So make sure you use a certain password for certain things. So for example, when it comes to games, if you want, use a password for that. But I'd recommend just basically linking certain things with certain passwords. That way you know if one password goes or gets breached, you're not losing everything, which is always the best. Because at the end of the day, as much as major companies like to claim up and down, oh, it's your fault that you've been hacked. No, it's 9 times out of 10 not. The major issue, to be brutally honest with you, always comes down to the fact that a company has been breached, they've lost your passwords that's linked to your email, and they can then be used to log into other things. If you use the same password, you're always going to get breached. So be careful. My biggest advice as someone working in tech, 9 times out of 10, your phone is most likely secure. You've got password protection on it. You've got fingerprint biometrics. If you cannot recall your password, write it in your Notes app. Lock that Notes app down. It is not the best system, sure, completely fair. Password managers will do it better. But if you need a cheap alternative, have a locked Notes app, put your passwords in there. It's better than writing it on pen and paper, and your phone is more secure than alternatively. So yeah, it's one of the better ones I recommend. It's not the be all and end all. There is still vulnerabilities in mobile phones and other things, but It's more likely to be safer than pen and paper or just leaving it on a sticky note like some people do. I've got some stories of that. So yeah, make sure you're safe online. Make sure you're looking after your data, and overall, just be careful. It's really not too difficult. But yeah, apparently the Ubisoft hack has been blown way out of proportion. I can see that. It genuinely wouldn't shock me too much considering how everything's going so far. But just be careful. You'll be fine. And don't follow any email that Ubisoft give you for a little while. Otherwise, you've got some worries that you've got to pay attention to. Now I will hold off for my colleague. And we're back.
Hello.
So, we'll continue straight from where I got up to, which I thought I'd save this part for when you got back, because it seems like an interesting one to cover.
I mean, I'm curious to hear about this, because how? Just how?
That's the big question, isn't it? A woman fakes her entire esports career without ever once playing a video game. A female esports pro is making waves, but not for a good reason. As it turns out, she faked playing games entirely. The shocking esports scandal has shaken up the competitive community and has led to unfortunate circumstances for her team members in the midst of a tournament. How did she get to a tournament then?
Yeah. Like, what? Something doesn't add up here.
Esports are a big deal with the potential for fame and cash prizes, often on the line. Unfortunately, the competition can also lead to players trying to cheat, which has led to tournament winners being stripped of their titles, and in a couple of cases, Fortnite tournament cheaters have been forced to publicly apologise for their transgressions. However, having someone make it this far in an esports competition without playing the game themselves is extremely unusual. Just a little. Just a little. A large controversy has been unfurling. Yeah, that's right. Regarding an esports competitor named Warisin Nefat, aka Tokyo Girl, as a member of Thailand's national team for 2025 Southeast Asian Games. Why is she called Tokyo Girl if she was from Thailand? Okay, whatever. She was participating in the event Arena of Valor competition on December 15th when officials noticed a disparity between what was happening in Tokyo Girl's gameplay when compared to the movement of her hands. Officials investigated, and it was discovered that rather than actually playing the game, she was using Discord to screen share someone who was playing the game remotely, acting as her.
How do you not catch that?
How the fuck? As a result, Tokyo Girl was expelled from the tournament, and her entire team ultimately withdrew, even though they had qualified for the finals. After the incident, Tokyo Girl insisted upon her innocence, but more truth has since come to light. Another Arena of Valor esports competitor who goes by Cheerio posted a video on TikTok revealing that he was the one out that was actually playing the game that was being screen shared to her phone. He has apologised for the incident, alleging that he didn't intend for the incident to escalate to the point and cause disappointment to many people. What else did you expect, you moron? And said that he would accept the consequences of his actions, since then the only message Tokyo Girl had shared was a brief message of "I'm sorry" on her Facebook account, apparently admitting to the cheating scandal. What in the ever-living fuck? The incident will have lasting consequences for both individuals. Tokyo Girl saw her contract with her club terminated shortly after, and ROV Esports has banned her for life from further competition. Though given she was never gaming herself, it's likely she wouldn't qualify for another attempt at the scene regardless. Cheerio's career is also in jeopardy. The president of the Asian Electronic Sports Federation and head of the Thailand Esports Association is pursuing legal action against both of them to the furthest extent.
Can't really remember.
No, but how do you do this?
I just don't understand how, they had no way of knowing about this happening.
That's the biggest question.
How did someone just get away with just doing it as a screen share?
Yeah.
And you guys that are supposed to be hosting esports events constantly can't seem to figure out.
Yeah, it's impossible not to notice the difference, really.
Yeah.
Tokyo Girls teammates...
surely there's, some sort of legitimacy test they do.
Yeah, so what is
Considering the fact that as well that to get into esports and stuff, you've got to go through God knows how many different tournaments and stuff.
It's a MOBA. It's a mobile MOBA.
Oh God, maybe that's why they don't care enough.
Maybe. That's just insane. Wait a minute. Sorry, I've just seen this at the corner of my eye. Rockstar makes more detailed allegations about GTA 6 developer firings. But I just read in that little thing there, they have no idea who was in the Discord. Okay, whatever.
Oh, man.
Well done, Rockstar. I look forward to hearing more from you through this year, I really do. Samsung issues important warning, console gaming is going to get more expensive. We expect this. This Sarah Fields has written like the last 2 articles now. Samsung has issued a warning that could mean the price of console gaming could increase for players everywhere, again. While Samsung doesn't produce any traditional game consoles itself, the company produces and works with all kinds of parts and electronics, giving credence to its claims. It's no secret to avid gamers that the hobby is becoming more expensive. It has been for many years.
It's never gotten cheaper.
No. Now during CES 2026, Samsung has warned consumers that due to the increasing price of DRAM and ongoing shortages, the prices of TVs will likely increase. The co-CEO of Samsung, TM Roh, explained that numerous electronics, including phones, home appliances, and TVs, will likely see their price go up in response to the increasing costs of electronic components that go into them. Speaking with Bloomberg, Woo-Jin Lee, the head of global marketing at Samsung, said that there would be issues with semiconductor supplies that will impact everyone, which will likely drive Samsung to increase its prices to compensate for the increasing cost of the parts going into them.
They didn't need a reason to increase their prices.
Oh no, not a fucking chance, did they?
For them, it's just a nice coincidental lineup.
Oh yeah, massively so.
A convenient coincidental lineup.
Yeah. So we're going to have increased costs in TVs, monitors, consoles,
everything.
PCs,
everything.
phones. Yeah, there's nothing that's going to avoid it. So that's fun.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Next, we've got a rumour of the Steam Machine's price. Confirms your worst fear. It's actually not as horrific as I was thinking, considering the price increases. Popular YouTuber, yeah, I don't like Linus. Fuck off. Starting, it will sell for at least $700 based on $600 of components. That was the initial guess before all this shit kicked up.
Since then again, though, right? The initial price, they might have already got like a ton of stock, so they might not actually sell stuff at a higher price yet. Because let's be honest, Valve is pretty good with what they do, and they're not bastards about it. Simply put, they're not going to be like, oh, we have an excuse to charge people $2,000. Let's do it.
No, I'm with you on that side, but unfortunately, I don't believe that they will have stock. The reason I say this is part of the reason that we were waiting for a price was due to them trying to set up a trade network and agreement for prices for each device.
I mean, hey, maybe they got that before all this started happening,
It'd be nice.
Wouldn't it just
be nice? So yeah, Steam has yet to announce it yet, as well as the intended price tags, very much in the air right now, except for a Czech retailer, Smarty, which is also an authorized seller of Valve products in the Czech Republic, may have leaked the intended price of the new console. If a retailer has correct information about the console, then it will come in 2 versions, a 512GB Steam machine and one that packs 2TB storage. Just remember that the storage is upgradable, so that's not really too much of a concern. Both are listed on the website and with their presumed price hidden in the source code. For the 512GB version, the alleged price is 19,826 Czech, which is $950. Based on the current exchange value, the 2TB version is 22,305 Czech, which translates to $1,068.51. These Steam Machine prices are reportedly pre-tax, and Smartly typically imposes a 17% margin, meaning that the actual prices may be as follows: around $800 for the 512GB and around $900 for the 2TB. I'll be honest, why would you buy from there when all you've got to do is go to Steam, go to hardware, new Steam hardware, and just pick it? I did the exact same thing for the Steam Deck, and literally you buy it from here, they will send it to your address. within 3 to 5
Yeah,
days.
why wouldn't you do this? Why wouldn't you go through Steam?
It's much more trustable. It really is. And also the
By
price is
far.
set.
Yep, and you've not got a cheeky $200 postage and packaging fee hidden in there.
True, actually. I don't think I was actually charged for that. Let me have a quick nosy on my account. I'm doing it this way because that way I'm not.
Something that expensive, they probably wouldn't charge a shipping fee.
No, exactly. I'm trying to remember when the fuck I bought my Steam Deck. I know it was April 1 month. That's March. April's there. Definitely didn't buy it that year, so that'll mean it's 2024 I purchased.
I'm just going to run down real quick and
That's
check
fine.
on her. I'll be right back.
So April. It wasn't April. Oh, there we go. Steam Deck. There we go. Give me 1 moment because I've got to do this in a weird way. That way I'm not giving any information away that I shouldn't be. I've got to blur all that now. Thank you very much, you knob. That's annoying. That's very annoying. Just blur all that and blur all that too. That should be fine. Yeah, that's fine. So that's my purchase from back in 2024, the 13th of Jan. And with that, it was very much a case of I just purchased it at the price listed, which is $479, and you can see the tax and subtotal there. You can also see I got a transaction ID, everything else, but there was no delivery fee at all. This was a set price. That's what I paid. That's what I got. So yeah, actually not too bad.
Good to me.
Yeah. I do need to censor a bit of this video now, though, because when I took the screenshot so that I weren't showing my delivery address or payment information or transaction ID, that all popped up on here for a second. Like, bastard.
Nice.
So, thank you very much, Snipping Tool, for being as useless as always. But yeah, no delivery fee. I got it at the price it said, and that was the end of the story. I can work with that at the end of the day.
So you should have taken a screenshot of your edited screenshot.
Oh yeah, that'll definitely work. Morons, honestly. Morons. So, moving on. New open world game is bigger than Red Dead Redemption 2, twice the size of Skyrim. If you're comparing it to these two games, I expect some resemblance of these two games. I don't want it to be an MMORPG. It's a game called Crimson
Well, they're
Desert.
just referencing the size of the worlds. Nothing to do with the actual games.
But typically, when you reference two games, they're usually similar, at least in some way, shape, or form. So this is Crimson Desert.
Other than the open world, what does Skyrim and Red Dead 2 have in common? Bears, I guess.
Murder, bows and arrows.
I know. We both love the likes of Skyrim, and I'd say we're both quite big fans of open world games because it just gives so many more options. And we've talked about it a lot in the past, and we've always talked about how the most important thing when it comes to an open world game is that the world is not dead.
Yep, it's one of the key components.
If you have nothing in the world, and it's just an empty wasteland where you're just running from point A to point B, then it's not going to succeed.
Well, that was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in one of these little things.
Yeah.
No, it was the town bit that baffled
the robot.
me.
Yeah, the robot dude. That thing.
I think it's got.
Well, that's great that the cities and whatever are going to be full of life. Like in a place that's meant to have a lot of people in it, it's good to see it like that.
Yeah.
But they put all their time and effort into that and forgotten about stuff on the road when you're traveling around.
Explore a living, breathing world. Okay, I should hope it does. Bustling towns, quiet hamlets, venture across vast plains, deserts, and mountains, explore forgotten ruins, shrines, and other unique landmarks of the continent's distinct regions. World is yours to explore, blah blah blah. Horses to wolves, dragons, machines, scale cliffs. The combat's not my sort of thing, but I can definitely see some people that would enjoy it.
Yes, I never go for that sort of stuff. Melee in general, I don't particularly enjoy.
I'm with you 100%. Unless it's VR, at which point that's all we do.
That's completely different, though.
Yes, that's smashing someone's face into nothingness.
No, yeah, we're not just smashing buttons anymore, we're smashing faces.
Yeah. I can see people that would definitely enjoy it, but it's not my cup of tea. Also, this architecture really, it irks me on another level because it reminds me of Forspoken's architecture.
Round 2.
No, thank you. Yeah, I think some people will definitely love it. But yeah, if it's your sort of thing, have a look. Take a nosy. End of the day, what's the worst thing that's going to happen?
You waste $80 on an overpriced game.
Play for 2 hours, leave it there. I see nothing in there that's actually of any use to us talking about. Helldivers 2 update. Live service game, no shit, Sherlock.
What the hell?
That's a lot of dead Helldivers.
Oh, yeah, and like no dead bugs,
Or
whatever you want to call
them. Yeah, I'm just... A lot of Helldivers will die. The implication is that some dangerous new furs, maps, and conditions will be on the way. Oh god, no. Just give me that chainsaw, I'll fucking deal with it. New enemies and stuff like that, I think is definitely the way to go. It's a fun game. It really is. Getting on with some friends and just fucking slaughtering the entire Terminus population is what we want.
Dude, Sarah just went on a spree 2 days ago.
Didn't she just? Gamestop kicks off 2026 by closing hundreds of stores across the US. She posted another one. You know what, Sarah? Fair play. She actually write really well. I will give it to her. This store is closed effective the 8th of January 2026. That's sad.
I mean, we are kind of just leaving the physical age, though.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, like, the UK, our version, which is Game, and we used to have one called Game Station. I don't know if you ever had that.
No, we had HMV over here.
We have HMV as well, but Game Station was another one. It was a smaller film of Game, and they got taken over by Game, but then Game fucking went to shit and just closed a load of stores.
Yep.
I still remember my first and only ever midnight release. I went to a game in my local town. It's now long closed down, but I went there for the Watch Dogs release, for the original one, day one, and it was such a cool event. First one I ever went to and last one, but honestly, it was such a great time. And I don't think we have many events like that anymore, and it's so sad.
No, it's just now you sit hunched over your desk, waiting for the clock to strike midnight to spam left click.
Oh, no. Now what we do is we hit this button called pre-order.
Yeah, and pay money on a game that's not even released, let alone finished.
Yep. Makes me miserable. The thing I also read, I need to just check this up, but... Oh wait, I think this might be it. Plenty of people have come out of the woodwork to decree the store's closures. Many have criticised the way the announcement was handled, with some people complaining about the lack of notice in advance, while others are more upset about the notion of tacking a coupon on a store closing sign while the employees are struggling with losing their jobs. Some have been furious at this change because the current CEO of GameStop, Ryan Cohen, could potentially earn a pay package worth $35 billion in stock options.
What the hell?
This is what I'd heard. Apparently, he's basically in line to earn a ton of money because he's hit his annual goal by just cutting a load of fucking shops across the US.
Oh, lovely. So he's setting himself up for life, but screw everyone else.
Yeah, exactly. Such a
nice.
crumb.
This is why we hate CEOs.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we hate everyone, so...
Does Gabe consider himself a CEO, or is he just part of the team?
Honestly, from what I've heard, a bit of both. He is the CEO in name, but then when it came down to like working on Half-Life 2 or Alex, I can't remember which one it was, apparently Gabe sat down...
He was probably the main playtester for Alex.
Yeah, apparently he kept giving
Gabe was probably there having the time of his life, crowbar and shit.
Would not shock me. I mean, every video you see him in, you're like releasing new stuff. He's always sat there playing on his Steam Deck.
Oh yeah, man. What's the point of being in a job if you don't have a passion for it?
Yeah, I think it was like some voice lines for Dota 2. Just they were characters from Portal. Cave Johnson was one of them, and they were calling up. Yeah, they were calling up Gabe Newell in this trailer, and he was sat on his private yacht playing his Steam Deck, and when they called, he answered on like a fucking 1800s landline. It was like, yeah, that's Gabe. That is just Gabe summed up.
Bro pulls out the Nokia brick.
Yeah, Microsoft CCO says Xbox layoff rumors are 100% made up. I mean, we'll see how long for.
Well, I say give it to February 1st.
Yeah.
When the clock strikes midnight on January 31st.
Yeah. And also, what I still to this day don't get, considering they had a bunch of layoffs last year, was a year of record performance with overall profits growing 17%.
I mean, this is a very familiar conversation that we probably had around the same time last year again, when we were looking at this, and there was a ton of layoffs.
21.845 billion is 17%. You're telling me that...
And it was a similar situation last year, and they still laid off, I don't know, I don't even remember how many.
Oh, tons. Let me have a look.
Even though they had, that year would have also probably been a record high as well.
Over 55,000.
Lovely.
Oh, wait, no, that was AI. Their total layoffs was over 15,000.
And what were their profits for that year? Oh, going into that year, rather?
Going into that year.
Yeah, because we would have covered it last year.
Microsoft's total profits was $245 billion.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, no.
A 22% increase.
Oh, that ended there, yeah. So it was $245 billion, and it was up 16% year over year.
Yeah. So that would have been their record high that year as well. And then this year, it broke the record again, and yet they're still probably going to lay off thousands and thousands.
Yeah, and also just take into account, this is just profits.
Yeah.
That's not... That's
if
anything that's expended.
If anything, we might even see even worse this year as they start introducing AI into more things.
Yep, that's my concern. Even if Xbox does not suffer a round of layoffs this January, the company's enthusiasm around AI is undeniable. Dell has previously expressed hopes that Microsoft could use AI to generate entire games. Fuck off. And the use of generative
that would
AI...
be terrible.
Yeah. Use of generative AI has already cropped up in big franchises Call of Duty and Halo. Whether this rising use of AI will lead to job cuts is uncertain for now. No, it will.
No, it's certain. There's no uncertainty about it.
No. And on top of that, from what I recall, I sent you this screenshot the other day. Sony is apparently working on a feature that's implementing AI, and if you're stuck in a game, the AI will do it for you.
Which I responded, at that point, just go and watch a Let's Play, because there's no point in having that game if you're gonna choose that option.
No, right. Sony has patented.
You know, at least they
goes...
patented it, so no one else can use it. So it's only Sony exclusives that'll have it, which we'll never want to even play anyway. So that's perfect.
Yeah, I'm just. It makes me.
If anything, we should be thanking Sony. If anything, we should be thanking them for doing that, because now no one else is going to do it.
Well, they are. Patents just mean you can't do it the exact way they've done.
Shh, let me be hopeful for 5 seconds. Is that too much to ask?
Yes, way too much. Way too much. You should know this. Xbox developer. Xbox developer.
I'm not going to complain about it.
All you do is complain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we have.
No, that'd be too much work.
Absolutely.
Xbox Developer Direct confirmed for January 22nd will feature Fable and Pokemon developer Game Freak. I'm a bit worried about the Game Freak thing.
I love how the Game Pass is right there. Yeah, that's fun.
It was?
Up a bit, or is that a different article? Slightly up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a related article.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. So it's on the 22nd of Jan, 10 a.m., 6 p.m. GMT. So when's that work out at? Thursday. Yeah, just a random Thursday, midweek. Why not? Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Yeah, okay, whatever. I've got no real interest, I must admit. After the last couple of years, there's been nothing. The only thing I am hopeful for, Xbox have this really weird habit of just randomly dropping games, shadow drops. The last couple shadow drops they've done have been amazing, so I could highly...
It's better that way than, seeing the games just be a complete and utter flop the whole way through development.
Yeah.
At this point, there's not really any point even keeping up with the game until it's released and you see reviews and gameplay, because, as you just said, the last few years there's been near enough nothing. Sure, that there's definitely been a few games, but
it's been overall. Yeah.
It's been so bad.
So Wolfenstein 3 is reportedly in development. That's all there is to say on that.
I'm still not happy with Youngblood.
Youngblood was fucking horrific. 1 and 2 amazing. Youngblood was horrific.
Don't play it.
Ubisoft shuts down Assassin's Creed Rebellion developer Halifax Studio just weeks after it unionized. Ubisoft has shut down its Halifax studio just weeks after 61 out of its 71 workers voted to unionize. understandable considering the rest of the industry currently. The publishers shared this news in a statement to IGN today, confirming that 71 positions have been impacted and claiming this move was part of its wider 2-year effort company-wide to streamline operations, improve efficiency, and reduce costs. We are committed to supporting all impacted team members during this transition with resources including comprehensive severance packages and additional career assistance, the company added. It just seems weird.
I just don't get the whole deal of we're committed to supporting impacted team members. Every company says it. It's like, what the hell good is it going to do? You've just fired them.
Yeah, exactly.
And for people who were in their role for many years, like, that's not an easy switch, not an easy change to deal with. You don't just casually go from a role you're in for 5+ years to some new job. It just doesn't work like that.
IGN reached out to the Ubisoft workers of Canada, Halifax, and CWA for comment and received the following. We're devastated this is happening, especially so soon after we're unionizing. We're looking for avenues to fight for the rights of our members. Good.
I mean, why did they close it?
Streamlining and improve efficiency and reduce costs. That's all they've said.
Our CEO complained his package this year wasn't good enough. Gotcha.
Probably. Actually, let's see. What was it? CEO bonus 2025. Aren't fully public yet. Okay, so what was it for 2024?
So, given the absolute shitstorm Ubisoft is in at the minute,
1.8 million.
Let's see how much they forked out to give the CEO, even though they're going under.
We have to wait till March to get the breakdown of how much you got as a bonus.
So sad. So sad.
Finally, we have a release date. Good old Beyond Sandbox is officially going to be releasing on the 26th of March, 2026.
Finally. We have been following this for quite a while now.
Yeah. It's very equivalent to how I feel about Beta Decay, except this is VR. That's pretty much the way I see it. They're both very similar for me, those games.
I look forward to bashing you over the skull to finish reloading my shotgun.
Good for you. I look forward to playing Russian roulette with you.
Is it still Russian roulette if I forget to unload all but one round?
The thing
is, technically speaking, you still have odds. They're just 0%.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you unloaded one round and that was it, and the rest was filled, knowing your luck, you'd point it at me, shoot, and it'd be the fucking empty chamber.
Oh no, absolutely.
Yeah, multiplayer modding platform for endless content. As me and Will said, because I'm planning to wait for him before I get started on it. It'll be very much a case of by the time we get to the game, it's going to be ready for us to be sitting there and putting in plenty of hours.
I mean, I don't know how often you see any of their TikToks, but they've done quite a lot of work. So even on release, I think it's going to be in a decent state. Now, obviously, it's not going to be perfect. Games will never be perfect. But I'm not saying it's going to be bad either.
It's less that it's not going to be in a good state and more the content for it. Because it's primarily going to be utilized as like a mod tool.
As long as there's some maps we go on to either shoot some objects or shoot some bots, and then there's plenty of weapons to play with, then that's all that'll be needed for the start. You and I will make our own fun outside of that.
Oh, guaranteed we will. Beyond Sandbox comes with 3 starter experiences using their Reality SDK, a competitive shooter, zombie horde mode, and a sandbox. And that's just 1% of the experience thanks to all the mods. That's what I'm kind of expecting with it. So, like, you and me will probably play the zombie horde mode and the sandbox.
Without a doubt, yeah.
I don't think we'll ever touch the competitive shooter.
No. We would go on if you're able to do like just a private lobby, just two of us. You go on, play it for 5 minutes, be like, "Yeah, this is not nearly as fun," and go straight back to the other stuff.
Exactly. And pretty much once the modders get the teeth stuck in, it's going to be insane. It really is, and I am so hyped.
I'm just happy we actually released it because it's just constantly being TBA.
Yeah.
So I'm happy.
Last year, but unfortunately, there's always going to be those sort of delays. Oh, actually, they have they released their shorts on here as well, apparently.
But at least they didn't promise it was going to be out last year.
Yeah.
Oh.
I love their stuff. All their things are funny. Yeah, we want it.
God, though, it's good to hear that there's that many VR players.
Oh, definitely.
And if this can blow up enough, like
Yeah.
maybe this will trigger like a resurrection for VR. We start seeing more
It's
big
needed.
developers trying to make VR games again.
It is so neat.
Well then,
Jiggle physics, you say? That's the other thing. I am curious how easy it's going to be to mod.
I mean, one thing that I'm sure you hit as well when you're modding a game is the fact that you can't add mods in the game. You have to go out of the game,
Yes.
add them, and then launch it and hope it doesn't break.
And it
consumes so much time.
I think is it Mod.io now? Yeah, Mod.io is a feature that people have started to use a lot more nowadays. Even Blade and Sorcery use it, and this allows you to install mods while in game.
Okay.
The only problem I find with it, to be brutally honest with you, is that it doesn't usually have as advanced mods as, let's say, Vortex.
Yeah. We need a combination of the two.
Yeah, we do. By the way, actually, speaking on that topic, I'm surprised I get to bring it up so early. Steam have recently pushed out a new update, and I'll see if I can find it, but it's going to be regarding the Steam Workshop. One of the reasons modders avoided the Steam Workshop for so long in creating mods for it is basically they had no way to have a version control system. So, like, if the game updated, thank you, Bethesda, you cunts. There was no way to really deal with your old mods suddenly fighting with the new version. Apparently, with this new version control system, there will be a way. Unfortunately, the developers have to enable it for it to work, and the modders have to do a little extra work. It'll keep the older versions of the mods, and will also keep you on the stable version to work with your mods, even if an update comes out.
Yeah, that is a very annoying thing, and there's so little options for a lot of games to stay to a certain version. Like Minecraft, you can literally pick every single version that there's been for Minecraft in the launcher.
Oh yeah.
But the likes of Skyrim, for example, like if they were to update that again, there's no going back. Once Steam updates it, it's a hell of a lot of work.
There is a way.
But it's not easy.
No, you got to go into your properties. You've got to go to, I believe it's game versions and beta, and then you have to have the code or it's selectable. With the version control system, this will keep you on that version constantly until there's an update.
That's saying a lot of them, they don't have the versions selectable, or you just don't have a code.
Exactly. So that system
that's the annoying part, is the option is there for them to do it like that already, because they could just leave the different versions available, but they don't.
No, exactly. Oh, by the way, these are the games that are supported for Mod.io. Some of them don't have launchers built into them. Some of them do. As I said, Blade and Sorcery does. There's some really great ones that do, and the Mod.io function is so much better. Basically, all you do is, when you've loaded up the game, you press the button to log in, type in your email, press sync. It'll then link you directly to your account on here. The moment you press any mod in here, just hit subscribe, it'll download it to your game. Done.
Nice.
It's that simple. And it's like, you know what? If that's all I've got to do, why the fuck not?
Yeah.
Why the fuck not? So much easier. But yeah, that's everything I had for this week. Is there anything you'd like to add, Will?
I've been offline the whole time, man. What do you want from me?
Comments. Information. Data.
Zebra head consists of 5 letters.
A zebra head consists of 5 letters, does it?
No. Zebra consists of 5 letters.
Why do you say a zebra? Is zebra?
Zebra. It depends on what sentence I'm saying.
No, you're not American.
I don't give a fuck about the Americans and how they pronounce things.
Fucking aluminum. Bastards.
Aluminium.
It is aluminium.
Aluminum does sound funny, though. Aluminum.
It sounds hilarious, but it pisses me off that they say it like that. Like, come on.
Yeah.
The only reason the English language has been deformed in such a way is because the Americans decided, oh yeah, we're going to charge per letter for the newspaper back in the day. So then they decided, let's cut letters out. Fucking illiterate fools. Anyways, that's my rant on America for today. I'm sure there'll be another one by the end of the year.
Hello.
I've
returned.
You have returned indeed. So yeah, fuck America. That's the overall point on that.
I got cut out for that entire rant, but I agree.
I knew you
I
would.
don't need to hear it.
Have to
I don't need
anything.
to hear it.
Yeah, that sounds fair. By the way, in regards to beta decay, what we were discussing last week as our primary focus, I would like to start doing. Actually, I'll mention this first, and then I'll go on to what I was about to say. Beta decay, we're pretty much waiting for more information on. We will be covering it when more comes out, just like with Beyond Sandbox. Those are two games we are very focused on and very interested in.
Beyond Sandbox probably hasn't got too much more for us to keep up with. It's more now just waiting on the release.
Pretty much,
now that we've got it.
Pretty much. So beta decay will be the primary focus, I think, moving forwards. Once they drop a early access, I'll be very interested. By the way, you know on the Discord that we were checking out last week, how there was that guy who was counting, and they got to like 27,000 odd?
Yeah.
Turns out every 1 to 3,000 numbers in there, Cray was releasing some in-game photos. So some guys decided to make a database of every photo he released so they could analyze it. They're just insane, but I love everything about it. But yeah, when Cray drops more information, we will be straight on that. That is a guarantee. One thing I'm wanting to do moving forwards, I don't know how you'll feel about this, Will, but feel free to give your points here. I'm thinking of making a main topic every week that we're going to discuss, and prioritizing one topic with just a bit of news around other things that have happened that week, instead of what we've been doing so far, which has been pretty much a case of one little bit of thing that's a major, and then everything else is just a lot of random news. That's what
I definitely think we keep in the things that like are the topics we like to keep up with. So the stuff that we're doing, we still keep some of that. But I'm all for as well having something there each week. So that because we do have weeks where there's not a whole lot happens, or there's just not really anything to talk about, and it kind of makes it tough.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good idea to sort of fight that problem.
Yeah, exactly. So the plan will basically be, moving forwards, I'm going to think through the week and probably message you random shit. But we'll come up with an idea per week, and every week we'll have that one major topic, and then we'll have bits of the news that have been interesting through the week. So we'll still
sounds good.
We'll still touch on major topics, but it won't be the primary focus of that week. It might be a new game that's releasing. It might be something that's happening within the industry that we think could make a major impact. Something that we're quite passionate about and interested in. I just think it'll give us a lot more to talk about on those topics and be quite interesting. So that's something I want to do moving forward. I've been thinking a lot over the last 11 days on how to change us up a bit and what we've done. Because the last few years have been pretty fun, but we do sort of randomize ourselves on a weekly basis. So it's very difficult for people to come along and go, what the fuck are these guys talking about? So I thought if we sit certain topics per week, it'll be a lot more interesting and hopefully help that out a bit. But yeah, on that, I think that's pretty much everything. We also need to at some point record a bit of an intro.
Yeah.
Just saying that we stream on a week-to-week basis. Because we keep forgetting. We are very forgetful.
Ah, well, what can you do?
Forget. That's all I can do.
Forget what?
Exactly. Yeah, the plan is as well, in my spare time, I'm going to be doing some streaming a fair bit more. I'm sure when Will eventually sorts his internet issue out, he'll probably be doing similar things. Our PandTha Talks channel does stream for this. I plan to stream a bit on it myself, and I know whenever this channel's not streaming, if me or Will stream on our personal channels, this immediately covers it as well. So there's plenty of ways to find us and come across us. Feel free to reach out. We're more than happy to talk, discuss, and ramble random shit on a week-to-week basis. And
indeed.
Yeah. So with all that said and done, I think that's everything I wanted to cover this week. So thank you all very much for watching. If you have enjoyed, feel free to like, follow, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And we will see you all next time.
He did it. Or rather, he didn't do it. He forgot the Discord.
Yeah, and
we forgot
the Discord's in the description. Please feel
free to join. It's too late for redemption. You monster!
Thank you all, guys, and we'll see you next week.
Bye for now, guys. See you next week.